And now let's have experience from Lao PDR. Let's welcome our colleague from the Ministry of Education to speak about the Lao Equivalency Program for Lower Secondary. Ms. Philany, please. The floor is yours. 15 minutes, please.
Thank you, morning late. Very good morning, participants. Thank you for interesting our programs. I'm Philany Phissamay from Laos Ministry of Education and Sport. I'm going to talk about as you learn a lot about our school children for primary, but now listen about equivalency for lower secondary education. This is a Lao PDR. There's non-formal education, also implementation, not just lower secondary education, but we also done literacy, EP primary, lower secondary, upper secondary education. Besides that, we also have a training, basic vocational training, life skill, and other. That is our mission. As you may know that, we have the Lao PDR global forced to be better identify the out of school children to school, and we need policy to support it. And based on the national report and based on the report from provincial and district level and policy maker from our district, we got that the out of school children for EP primary, we remain out of school children in the primary 15%, and lower secondary 20% is our target group. That's why Ministry of Education have set up the goal in order to achieving primary education. We have a EFA FTI program that we use the special program for help the out of school children in remote area to come back to school. And the second thing that we also have a vision that in the year 2020 we have to lower secondary is a compulsory education where all population have to complete that. In order to have EP lower secondary education, we have policy supported, like a national education strategy, vision, and poverty eradication strategy, and 8-year plan of the national, and also that we also revise the non-formal education strategy. And special one, we have EP regulation for implementation. It's easy for the local level to implement it. And the last one is the very new one that we have supported from UNESCO, develop the strategic plan from the year 2016 to 20 for lower equivalency program in order to make our EP lower secondary efficiently to do. What is our target group? The target group here for the lower secondary education equivalence. The learners over 15 to up to the 40 something, but the majority of our group is the 15 to 35. That is who lack opportunity to receive a formal system, and then we provide them. And the dropout youth, it means that who missing out from the formal system, and interest population. Interest population means that people from the line ministry concerned or soldier, police want to continue education but need to upgrading academic. We also support them. And of course, the last one is the literacy and EP primary education completer, that we have the vision that every population have to achieve, to get the lower secondary education after they complete the EP primary. They have to continue by the loan regulation. What we have done so far that on the flexible learning strategy that I already mentioned that we have a mobile teacher program for the age 6 to 14 years old. In this program is to help the children from the remote area back to the formal school. We give them a school education for the foundation one, and then they can continue to the formal system. And the second thing is we increase accessible in lower education. As already that we have in target group that in target in the year 2020 we should have 300,000, and then it means that 90% of the population. In here, we estimate that the potential learner of the lower secondary in 1.1 million, but now we have only current enrollment in the second EP, lower second EP, only the 160,000 something. So that we need to increase expansion enrollment to the learning group, particularly disadvantaged education district. And also we need to enrollment number from lower second EP learner, especially the age from 15 to 35 population, and then by the year to get the target to 300,000 persons by 2020. What we have done so far that we already get our the same. That if in each province we have a graduation enrollment number and graduate number and the number of the teacher, we have the sex. We don't have a percentage, but we have a number by linguistic learner. This is a number enrollment from province. We have 18 province, and number, the yellow one is a man and the blue one is a female graduation. If you have time, you can look at the website. As I have shown that before the year 2011, we already conduct EP lower secondary education, but we use the textbook from formal system. Since the year 2011, we have our own textbook and own curriculum. And now we have some district, 59 district completed EP primary education, EP lower secondary education. This is our progress. Come to talk about curriculum and textbook. A curriculum requirement 190 learning hour. It means 2-year course, equivalent to form 4 years in school. But we don't say that 2 years study together, we calculate by hour because it's flexible learning. You can, if you have achieving 119, 20 hours and you get the testing, it means that you can pass and you can get certificate. We have a 12 foundation, fundamental subject, similar with formal system, and we have 3 special subjects for non-formal education, like basic vocation, quality life improvement, social community development. These are 3 subjects add to their fundamental subject. That majorities of the teacher teaching EP lower secondary is from formal school, from the formal secondary school. You will think where they teach. They can teach in the night time, in the weekend, and as well in the vacation school vacation, they can use the place or teacher to teach that. We have assessment, we have a test that provincial and district level to implementing. If the learner completed the criteria or passed the test, they can the second certificate for equivalency program for the lower secondary. It means that you can continue to the upper secondary or whatever you want. Thank you. Location. We have a location for conducting, like we use the formal school, formal lower secondary education school, and we also have the non-formal education center, like we have a provincial NFE center, district, district non-formal center, and community learning center to use as an area for conducting the teaching and learning. And other facility of the other facilities and such learner interest, like I told you that police or Sonder, we can bring our teacher to teach their institution. Of course, we have a lot of remain challenging, like bridging between formal and non-formal still be a weak. The recognition between formal and non-formal is another issue that majority of population not believe that completing from the non-formal education equivalency have not quality. That's is an issue in society. And also the budget for the allocated also limited. And human resources is not critical. I told you that we use the formal teacher to teach, but we have 3 subjects that are for the skill, community development, basic vocational, but the formal teacher cannot teach. And another issue is the teacher teach only how to teach the children, but don't know how to teach the adult. So that we need to upgrading the teacher, formal teacher, to teach adult education. That is another issue for us. And also that our MIS is difficult. That I show you that we don't have such reliable data to planning or management. That's why we need to make our system NFE image to be accurate and reliable from the society. But in order that we move forward, that UNESCO Bangkok to help us to developing textbook curriculum for the lower secondary education in order to have a quality improvement. And they also support us to upgrading the formal teacher to teach adult education and other methodology, the multi-grade teaching in other things. And then we have, they also support a technical assistant to develop the EP strategy in order to give a vision, direction to how the provincial and district level, the grassroots level implementation correctly, and that give the direction to balance with the MOE vision. Our strategy that we focus on 3 missions, like expansion, that I saw you at beginning in the year 2020, we need 300,000 something to learner to achieve the goal, so that we only get only 7%. How can we achieving 90%? So we need to have a rule strategy for that. And the second is improving quality. And I told you that the formal system, they already have a curriculum updated, so we need to update like them. And the last one is improving EP measuring system, like monitoring evaluation is a very big point. And then the last one is strengthening the planning and management. That's all for my sharing in this EP lower secondary in Lao PDR. If you have a question, I enjoy to answer that. Thank you very much.